Okay, here's another embarrassment for myself to do. And this is a song that I know a little bit better than the last one. This is Kelly Clarkson and her song Stronger. I honestly hate the phrase, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. No, what doesn't kill you seriously screws you the hell up. That is one of my favorite versions of that. However, this song I kind of took the attitude with back in high school, because I used to have a lot of people bullying me since I was a little kid, and one of which I will never forget. And it's not so much now that it pisses me off, it's more amusing now than anything. It was when about 3 or 4 girls would come up to me after English class my freshman year, and they'd reach around and they'd go like that to my throat, and they actually almost collapsed my windpipe a couple of times because they almost whacked it hard enough that I couldn't breathe. And the more they did it, the worse it got, to the point where the last time it happened, I actually tried to jerk around and grab a hold of their hand, and had I been able to do it, I would have gotten a hold, and I would have either pulled it back and twisted and broken it that way. I would have broken it back and just probably broken the arm, because when I used to get defensive like that, I was full on defensive mode. There was no gray area, because when that happened, I was from one to the other. I'm not a physically violent person, but I will defend myself, and I get pushed over like that. So songs like this, whether it's Kelly Clarkson, Hotel, Black Veil Brides, My Chemical Romance, or even Black Eyed Peas, it doesn't matter. There were a lot of songs that helped calm me down. So, to all of you that helped keep me strong, thank you. And for all of those of you that tried to bring me down, this one is for you. You know the bed feels warmer, sleeping here alone. You know I dream in color and do the things I want. You think you've got the best of me, you think that the last laugh, but you think that everything good is gone. Think that you're looking down, think that I come running back. Maybe you don't know me 'cause you're dead wrong. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. Doesn't mean I'm lonely when I'm alone. Doesn't kill you makes you fighter. Footsteps even lighter. Doesn't mean I'm over 'cause you're gone. Doesn't kill you makes you stronger, stronger. Just to me, myself, and I. Doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. Doesn't mean I'm lonely when I'm alone. Think that I was starting over with someone new. They told you I was moving on, not over you. Think that I come back. You come back swinging. You try to break me, but you see what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little tall. Doesn't mean I'm not alone. Doesn't kill you makes a fight. Footsteps even light. Doesn't mean I'm you're gone. Doesn't kill you makes you stronger, stronger. Just me and myself and I. It doesn't kill you makes you believe. Sorry, I can't. I'm sorry to pause this, but I actually haven't listened back on this with the reason why I used to for a long time. And I may have to cut at least the song out here. There's a lot of things I've wanted to say to people that I've described as used to people in my time, and even kids I didn't even know. And I never really knew how to say or how to approach anybody. It's not really an easy thing to do. I'm sorry. I've watched so many of the disabled kids show so much strength. I remember a friend of mine, mentally was one of the strongest people I've ever met at my age, but he couldn't hardly walk back in middle school, and watching him go from being completely in one of those electric chairs to walking so well in middle school and high school, and how much he pushed himself. The last I heard, he was in college and doing an amazing job at it. Whereas a lot of kids that, are, just physically completely fine, you don't hear them complaining all the time about how much they hate college, how bored they are with their jobs. You know what? Screw it. Do you have any idea how good you have it? Do you have any idea what some people actually have to go through? I screwed up with my education. Back when I was in first grade, one of my uncles visited from over in Washington. I've got one in Washington and one in Maryland. And I was in first grade doing 6th grade level math. But because my education was the one thing I was able to use to get under my skin, and that was my child type rebellion. But I screwed up, because in doing what I did, I lost a lot of the knowledge that I already had built up, and it went from me being able to do what I used to be able to do to feeling a retake class 3 times in a row. 3 times. Because I could not pass that math class. What I wouldn't give to be able to go back and just do the work, get turned in, make the grades, and even just have graduated with my peers. I'd be able to get a full-time position at the job that I applied for and have now. But I can't without a GED. Not even have that to show for. So the only people that are in college or have these great jobs, or any job for that matter, they're constantly complaining. Yeah, you have one. You know, I left one because it wasn't enough pay. I really wanted to think about it. I loved my job. Loved where I worked, people I worked with. Yeah, there were some things I couldn't do about. I admit it. But all in all, I loved my job. And I love my new job. There's not really anything I don't like about it. I could complain about every little thing if I wanted. If I let myself do that. But I don't. A lot of you people think that you're entitled to your dream job. That you're entitled to the best amount of money you can get. You know what you're entitled to? The ability to work for it. Nothing should be handed to you. And something with an EMT card, work in a part-time job, get paid $7.65 an hour, getting almost 40 hours a week. You know what? I still didn't have enough money to cover bills. That was just under $500 paycheck. That's not even enough to pay car insurance when it rolls around plus you. So, just keep in mind, there's people that make more than I did, that live paycheck to paycheck. There's people that make what I'm making now, that live paycheck to paycheck. I'm grateful for what I have. I'm grateful that the people I work with that I know. And I'm thankful to have been able to work with the people that I did more, because I became, in my eyes, good friends with them. I'm sorry to cut my shitty singing short, but I thought I could do it better. I can't sing well. Knowing that there's a possibility that some of those people that put me through the hell in high school, that led me to rely on a lot of that music, might be listening to this. I could list off names, but what good would it do? It wouldn't do any. If I don't feel the need to confront you in person or even in private on the internet, then I could do something with backstabbing, just putting it on a video where potentially hundreds of thousands of people could see it. Because it doesn't just go to YouTube, it goes to Meta, VF, Facebook, and sometimes I put a link on Instagram. That's just 4 of the sites that I share it to. Oh, and Twitter. So, yeah. So if I'm that worried about it, or if it doesn't bother me enough to go to you about it, I'm not gonna say your names on here. You know who you are. That's all that I need. And anybody that actually did bully people still in school, how dare you? How dare you take out your frustrations on other people? So when you think it's less than you, or not good enough, not skinny enough, not strong enough, not smart enough, not cool enough, how dare you? Fucking dare you? I don't feel bad for using foul language in this video. Foul language would have been a small price to pay, or a small thing to deal with, compared to what I wanted to pay for 3 hours. Times are changing, that's one thing that never will. The bullying doesn't stop. Then getting more down about it just teaches kids how to be more creative about how they backstab. So, thanks. I'm sorry you had to miss out on my shitty singing.